got fire go, yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Another carry for him. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They're throwing it. Headed out right. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go, set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopped by Deion Henley.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
From the 46. Completed here to Pickens. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37.
Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Set.
They'll run here following the penalty. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. No gain that time, and now they'll face 3rd and 11.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. they're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They motion the slot man right. Herbert throwing right away. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
380, run.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. They give it to him again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
We've reached the end of one. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. They'll run here on 1st down. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Here he is on 3rd and long. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play,
it's a fake from deep on their own half. This is caught. And they pull it off. He gets them the first before being stopped.
Certainly not afraid to get aggressive when the situation calls for it. Cuts coverage units sleeping and burned them with the surprise play.
That one's caught along the left sideline. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. They're now set for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll send him over right. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
59.
The tight end going in motion right. On 3rd down, Herbert. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Steelers will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's running with it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They put a receiver in motion here left. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Steelers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers hoping to grow their lead before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back-to-back carries here. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Steelers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. Receiver in motion, headed right. 1st and 10, here's Herbert. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. Herbert from the gun. He's on the move. He's on the move. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Herbert on first down. Lamb's got it on the sideline. And he's out a yard or two shy of the 15. A gain of 27 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down.
21.
Motioning him from the slot right. 1st and 10, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers chop some of the lead off before the half. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game. kicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Come on, set, go!
Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Chargers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Browns kick is up and good. And that'll get them back to 11. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Man in motion here.
Hey, Kaplan. Let's go. Right.
2nd and 8. Buys time, rolling right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Hey, ram. Set. Right.
Throwing now, Herbert. He puts some power on a deep one left. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets...
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. For a second, looked like the Chargers offense was coming off, but no, coaches say stay out there. We're going for 2. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll try the extra point one more time. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line. time before going out of bounds. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Set, go.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey, smash Bronco. Ready, ready?
Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Smash, smash. Unlock line, unlock line.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to the well again. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Give him 8 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they send a man in motion. 2nd and 15. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Hits him on the in route. Running in the red zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers push the lead up to 12. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Herbert. Hits his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play. and keep driving that defense backwards.
Finds McConkey. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Steelers have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now a give left side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Go.
They'll run here from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers with a comfortable 12-point lead. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set. First and 10.
Set. Crowd right. Hey, go lion. Set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Trying to push it deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run.
Touchdown, Los Angeles. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. There it is! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers picked up the fumble and ran it home! Steeler defense runs off. The offense running on. They're going for 2. Frying Ford on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Taylor Tiger. 380. 5-9. We go orange. 21. Ready.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Let's go. Set.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Chased out to his right. A bit of death. It is caught at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. 35 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down. Slot man motioned over. From the red zone now. And they pick him off again. Along the right sideline, there's space. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it a 24-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Herbert back to it after the pick. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
He has it. And he's in. The 2-point try cuts this lead to 16. That makes this a 2-score game.
Chargers 30.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Okay, ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Let's go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That is Marcus Jones. And the Chargers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So that brings up 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. To make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation, that they'd advance through to the divisional round. And next week, they're going to be right back here, playing for a spot in that conference championship. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.